Good morning! I'm here at the Lumpy Ridge Trailhead, located inside the Rocky Mountain National Park. And as you can see, not too many people here. Not yet, anyway. And today, I'm going to go for Dark Mountain. It's a pretty solid hike, looking at about 4.5 miles out, with just over a 3,000 foot elevation gain. And the last 1,700 feet is crammed into the final mile, which will also include some bushwhacking and route finding. Official start time, 7:40. Last time I did Dark Mountain, I saw a moose right up in here somewhere. We're gonna stay to the left. Black Canyon Trail. You get some really great views along here. I like this trail. It's nice and flat too. The calm before the storm, because it's gonna get crazy at the end. We're getting there. Still got a ways to go. On the right, those are the Needles, and on the left, that is McGregor Mountain. So what I need to do next is stay on the trail, and it wraps around the Needles and then goes in between the Needles and McGregor Mountain, and it really starts ramping up right there. And then behind the Needles, that's where Dark Mountain is. Got some deer right here. Well, I'm a poet and didn't even know it. Oh, sorry guys. Did I startle you with my poems? Oh, I did? I'm finally coming around the corner, doing a lot of elevation gain over here, and the sun just came out. I think it's going to be really nice out here for a few hours. Yeah, it's getting real nice out here actually. The temperature is very pleasant. I'm loving it. It's kind of cool, but just enough so you don't overheat. Coming around the corner, looking at just under a half mile up to the next trail split, and that's going to be our first look at Dark Mountain. Alright guys, I've been hiking for just over 2 hours, and I'm finally up here to the trail split. According to the book, I'm looking at another mile and another 1,700 feet in elevation gain. I'm heading off to the right, going uphill some more. I'm currently at about 9,100 feet, and the summit of Dark Mountain is over 10,800. So that's a legit 1,700 more. And probably about 100 yards past the trail split, they'll come up to this open space right here, and this is just before where the trail starts going downhill. You don't want to start going down. Instead, we want to split off to the left and start the bushwhack. Well, might as well just start heading up this thing. This is pretty straightforward back here. Just keep going up until you run out of up. It's the coming down that's tricky. It's real easy to start walking off in the wrong direction. So I'm really thankful that I've got my GPS this time. I had trouble when I did this last time. I almost got lost out here. This part down here towards the bottom isn't too bad. It's extremely steep, but it's not too dense. Dark Mountain has the honor of being the 100th tallest summit in the Rocky Mountain National Park. That's why it's so popular and all these people hike it all the time. Just kidding. No one hikes this ever. I just hit 9,800. So I'm looking at just over another 1,000 vertical feet to the summit. And it looks like I've got maybe 6/10 of a mile left. It's about 10:30 right now. I'm looking at about a half mile and 800 vertical feet in elevation gain. And pulls are really helping on this one. It's real nice to dig in and be able to pull yourself up. You can fiddle fart your way up this thing, kind of zigzag left to right. However, I'm finding it easiest just to head straight up the thing. Just make it the shortest distance possible. And I like the way I'm doing this right now. I'm staying right up here on this wide ridge that leads up. And since I'm up here on the ridge, it's minimalizing the amount of down trees. And I can finally see the summit out there. That's probably just under a half mile out. Yeah, this is the way over here. I'm hitting it more from the west, staying on the ridge, and this is so much better than the other way that I came up. Home stretch. I'm going to take it around right over here to the left. I just need to climb up there. I'm gonna take it right up through here. That's looking down onto McGregor Mountain, and I'm getting up there. I'm almost at the base of the summit ridge. And this is the summit ridge. Unfortunately, the summit is on the very far side. I learned my lesson from last time when I did this mountain, and there's no point in going up and across the top of the ridge. You can stay down here to the side of it and work your way across. All right, guys. And this took just under 3 hours and 55 minutes. But we're up here, summit of Dark Mountain. This is an amazing look into the entire northeast corner of the Rocky Mountain National Park. It's Mummy Mountain, Haig's Peak, Fairchild Mountain, Ypsilon Mountain, Mount Chiquita, Mount Chapin, Bighorn Mountain, and then the rest of the mountains wrapping all the way around. And this is looking to the south. You can see Twin Sisters, Mount Meeker, Long's Peak, Chief's Head Peak, Taylor Peak, Otis Peak, Hallett Peak, Flat Top Mountain, and then I believe that big one is Stones Peak. It's going to be Signal Mountain. And I believe I nailed this on the way up. See how my route stays right there on the ridge coming up? I think that's going to be the easiest way. All right, guys, it's about 12:30. I've been sitting up here on the summit of Dark Mountain for nearly an hour. However, the wind is picking up and it's starting to get a little late. So it's time to go. It's time to head on back. And it seems like the closer you are to the ridge up there, the nastier it is. If you stay down here kind of low, it's not so bad. I got a clear shot right there. I'm coming down and I'm keeping McGregor Mountain just off to my right at about 1 o'clock. And this is working out pretty nicely. I've made it down to that flat area. This is after the first major incline. You get this little reprieve, and then you just have the little summit cap left. And just past this on the way up, there is a little section of down trees, but it's real short-lived. It's not too bad at all. But other than that one little spot, it's pretty much clear, like 95% of the time. I didn't have a problem. I wasn't ripping my shirt and my pants on branches and stuff like that. It's really not too bad. Oh man, looks like somebody dropped their egg. I've done all the twists and turns and curves, and I've got a straight shot out of here now. I just want to keep the needles right here, just off to my left at about 11 o'clock. I've got 2 safety tips if you decide you want to come try this hike. Number 1, bring a GPS. It's going to make your life so much easier. And number 2, be mindful of your water supply, and I would probably suggest bringing a tiny bit extra. All right, it's just now 2:05, which means that took an hour and 35 minutes to come down. And that's the open spot that I was talking about earlier. All right, and I'm back on it. Made it back to the trail split. And according to this sign, it's 3.8 miles back to the trailhead. My book says that it's 3.5 miles up to this point, which I'm saying that is wrong. I think 3.8 is a little more accurate, and then it is a little bit further than 1 mile up from there to the summit. I think we're looking at closer to 5 miles. My GPS was reading 5.4. I really like this part of the trail, this western part of the Lumpy loop that goes around the Needles. It's really awesome over here. And I just feel like not a lot of people make it over here either. That's a cool shot of McGregor. Looking back at McGregor Mountain and the Needles. And look at this, guys. Right off the trail, we've got some water, which is fantastic because I just ran out. That water tasted great. I'm glad I peeked over there. I think a lot of the times that thing runs dry, so I was kind of surprised to see it full of water. I swear by those Sums microdoses. I just took 2 of the relief ones because I was feeling kind of beat up, and 5 minutes later I'm like 100% pain-free. Feeling loosey-goosey again. Yeah. That's looking up at the Twin Owls. And I don't have much left. Just gonna stay on the trail. Take it around. And then those last stairs are right there. Gotta go up and over that little low point. And the parking lot is just on the other side. Six-tenths of a mile back to the Lumpy Ridge Trailhead. It's just now 4 o'clock and I'm back to the Lumpy Ridge Trailhead, which means that took 3.5 hours to come down. Whew, that's a pretty serious hike actually. And the book is wrong, I think. According to the GPS and the signs, that's closer to 5 miles. But I hope you enjoyed it, and until the next hike, y'all, peace.